everyone. This is Miguel from TeKniK Labs. I'm one of the owners of TeKniK Labs. How are you guys? Mainly for the parents, although of course the kids too. How are you guys? Everything good? The main reason that with Chris, we always do this on the first day of the class, of the camp, to kind of first thing, let me, introduce myself. Like I said, my name is Miguel. I'm one of the owners of TeKniK Labs, and Chris here, he's one of our lead instructors for the Minecraft program. He's a great instructor. He knows a lot about Minecraft, a lot about coding. So you guys couldn't be in better hands. So he's here to be, to help out the kids and teach the kids throughout the entire week. And we're very happy to have you guys here. So I just wanted to, before we close the first day of the class, I wanted to have Chris kind of explain to you guys a little bit about how the program works.
Right. Of course, for sure. Okay, so first of all, I'll share my screen, so this might make it easier for you guys when I go to explain things. But basically, we have Minecraft opened up here, right? And Minecraft is a game. It's a game for kids. Some adults like it. It's preference. But basically, it's like a platform, and there's certain items in it. There's certain animals, but to a point, like there's only so much in a game, right? But the thing with mods is, which a mod is short for modifications, is you could create these mods. You could download mods, but if you knew how to code, like we are teaching and learning here, you can create these mods, and these mods act as a way to like add things to the game that aren't usually there.
How we do that? What the? Oh no! I need to hide this. I need to hide.
So this was the mod we worked on today. It was called Sheep City. And before we even began the class, I gave them a rundown on how it works and everything, what every section of this screen is for. We showed them how to connect Code Kingdoms to the actual game, because the game is on its own. This is just a partner that we work with, and then we connect it to. So we have a bunch of mod here, a bunch of codes, and then we can actually hit the run button after we've coded something right here. And right here in the console, it'll tell you like mod updated. So it gives you feedback, so it helps in that sense. But what we were trying to get to is today we were focused on like just some basic fundamentals, how to get everything connected, get everything working, which is always the first thing we run through. And we're doing that through Code Kingdoms. And the thing is, we all have our own accounts, and you can see my account right here at the top. It shows you a little picture of your character. It shows you how much XP you have. And the cool thing about Code Kingdoms is it's very visual. So you see this XP right here? It gives you a sense of what you can and can't do. So let's say it was a new day, you click start a new course. We have a bunch of mods here, and there's different tiers like easy, we have medium ones that get harder. So progressively, as they start getting more XP by doing they'll unlock new codes, new mods that get harder and harder.
That we created the accounts on Code Kingdoms for each one of the kids. So like you were saying, that means that each one of the kids is able to progress. Like we have, for instance, David right here, who's also joining us. David, this is his third week. So of course, he's very, he has progressed greatly in the last 3 weeks, and he's very ahead of, the other kids in the other mods. So what I'm trying to say is that the kids, this platform is it's active, and it won't close right up until when the Zoom meeting ends. It still is going to continue being active. So that means that if Theo, of course, and Kobe, they want to continue coding, they can do so. That's one of the great benefits of this program. Even though the Zoom meeting is just 2 hours a day, which is of course still a long time, because the kids are constantly working and doing different challenges. You can take it well beyond that. So as soon as the Zoom meeting finishes, like let's say right now, I always encourage the parents to have the kids, rest for I don't know, an hour or so, and then they can even log in, unless they have, of course, something else to do. They can log in and they can continue. There's over 30 different mods, chapters, to put it in some sort of way, that the kids are able to keep on progressing. So by tomorrow, when we meet again, when Chris starts tomorrow's Zoom invitation or Zoom conference, the kids have actually more questions than today. So they're going to be asking, okay, what is an if statement? What can I do? How can I do this? How can I do that? And that's what creates kind of that environment. And also, since the kids are going at their own pace, they don't need to feel pressure to meet like a certain level. It's just good for them to continue, but don't feel ever, of course, frustrated, because that's not the point, and this is not a race or a competition amongst the kids. It's just for them to be able to progress however, how much they want during the course.
The bees are gonna take over the land. I'm gonna summon.
Oh my god!
Because
That's why they're mad.
I seen bees kill
The wither! Attack the wither! Kill the wither!
I'm gonna spawn
I'm
another
gonna
one.
spam hard.
No, let's spawn another one.
I'm gonna spawn a bunch of bees and take the wither. Spawn my baby bees, my young bees, and all the bees. I want you to go to war. Kill all these nasty predators.
Even though it's very self-paced, the other great thing about this program, the way that we put it together, is that that they meet on the Zoom meetings. They meet, of course, they solve questions and everything, but it also, we provide this space for them to also play with each other, help each other, and also be able to be in this collaborative and fun environment online. Me, I'm a parent myself. I have a 13-year-old actually. She just turned 13 on this Saturday. So I have a 13-year-old and I have a 5-year-old. And with, on my end, I'm very, very protective when it comes with online gaming, because I don't like for them to, you never know which predator, type of person they can find online. We have to be super careful, and kids are kids. You can tell them so many times that you have to be careful and everything, but sometimes, they're kids and they don't find, they might give information that they're not supposed to, or friend someone that they're not supposed to or something. So that's why with this little environment, this Zoom meeting, we're also providing that for them, because Chris is here. I'm usually here, as I don't know if you guys saw me, but I've been connected for the entire session. I'm usually here, and Chris, so we're making sure that they're always safe. Okay, that's very important for us too.